Well, let's have more then on the conflict in Ukraine. President Putin has claimed victory for Russia in the besieged city of Mariupol in southeastern Ukraine. He's ordered his forces to blockade rather than attack the last pocket of Ukrainian resistance. The Russians say there are 2,000 people trapped inside a massive industrial plant. Ukraine says half of them are civilians. The port city of Mariupol has been under attack since the Russians invaded in late February, with just a small area remaining under Ukrainian control. Some civilians have been able to leave, but thousands have been left behind. Our correspondent, Catherine Biharohanga, reports now from Zaporizhia, where refugees from Mariupol have been arriving.
After a 24-hour journey, they finally reached safety. They made it out of Mariupol, one of the worst-hit cities in this war. Irina is gently helped off the bus by her daughter, Tatiana.
I could not leave at first because my mom can barely walk. There's no way I would have left her behind. There was constant shelling. Even as we were leaving the city, there was some firing.
And what of the people they've left behind? 100,000 civilians are believed to be trapped. There are food shortages, no running water or electricity.
It was a miracle that we found a radio wave where we heard about the evacuation. That helped us to get out. There are pro-Russian separatist vehicles that pull over, but they are not saying anything about evacuations. I think that many people could have got out if they knew that there was an evacuation planned.
After days of negotiations, only a few dozen people have made it out of Mariupol, a drop in the ocean in terms of the numbers of those needing help. And this is what they're fleeing: a full-scale Russian assault to capture the Donbass region in the east. Mariupol, devastated by bombardments. Hundreds of civilians are believed to be trapped alongside the last Ukrainian forces at the Azovstal steelworks. Its bunkers and tunnels stretch for miles. Tapping his feet as he listened to his defense minister hail what he called the liberation of the city, President Putin ordered a halt to the attack on the industrial plant.
This is a case where we must think about preserving the lives and health of our soldiers and officers. There is no need to climb into these catacombs and crawl underground through these industrial facilities. Block off this industrial area so that a fly cannot pass through.
But inside, one of the commanders of the remaining Ukrainian forces, the Azov regiment, told the BBC,
"If this city is controlled by Russia, it won't have a chance to exist. They destroy and terrorize. They don't put money in. If Ukraine can control it, it will blossom, because extraordinary people live here. We are builders, not destroyers."
For those who've escaped severe fighting and a humanitarian crisis, perhaps an opportunity to rebuild their lives. But the fear is more Ukrainians will face a similar fate as this war spreads to more villages and cities. Catherine Biharohanga, BBC News, Zaporizhia.